Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We're Sandra and Timo, aka Manassi, and after we dropped the big news in our latest video that we are moving continents and leaving our house in Berlin, we got a lot of questions from you wondering why. So today we thought in this video we'll share with you some of the reasons in telling you why we are leaving Europe and why we decided to move to Australia.
If you have been following us for a while, and if not, hit the subscribe button right now. We want you in the Manassi family. You know that we've been traveling in our self-converted van Parker for the past 2 years. We saw a lot of different parts of Europe, we enjoyed it a lot, and it was a hell of a ride.
But even before starting our van life adventure, we both shared our passion for traveling and we wanted to keep doing this as a couple. So for us, it's really important to get out there and explore as much as we can of this beautiful planet. These 2 years on the road not only changed us a lot, but also made very clear what kind of things we enjoy and what kind of things we want in a place in order to call it home.
We are both city kids. We grew up, Sandra in Madrid, I grew up in Berlin. So for us, big city is nothing new. But in these 2 years when we were traveling and seeing new cities and new places, we also realized that we didn't really like it so much anymore because there are so many people all the time. It's just crazy the amount of tourism that Europe has. And I'm sure tourism is anywhere, but especially in Europe where everything is very small and concentrated in areas that are not that big, you really feel the sheer amount of people that walk around and want to see beautiful Europe because, let's be honest, it has a lot of history and it's a nice place to see, but if you live somewhere, you don't want to have all these crowds of tourists all the time. So we realized we feel a bit more comfortable away from all that hustle and we want to spend more time in nature.
And the thing in Europe is that sometimes even in nature, because perhaps one city or one country has very limited places that people want to see, even in nature spots we find ourselves surrounded by tourists again and always trying to find a way around people, which is something we really didn't enjoy. So definitely it's very important for us to find a place that is perhaps a bit more spread out and it's not so small so all the people concentrate in one place.
One thing I always liked about Europe, especially in Berlin, are the seasons that you have here. I'm a big fan of spring and I love autumn. And actually I also don't mind winter. And let's be honest, everybody loves summer. So I don't know, this constant change of seasons, I'm a big fan of it. But I have to say, after we spent our last winter on the Canary Islands and we pretty much skipped winter, I have to say it's quite pleasant to have the sun all day, to have warm temperatures, you don't have to layer up, you can pretty much get away with such jacket and that's it. We realized, why not going to a place where this is the case, where you don't need a big winter jacket?
It only took me 5 years to get in here. I'm definitely a fan of the sun. I'm almost like a sunflower, always looking for it when we are out. And for me, it was really challenging to live in Germany where the winters are so long and so harsh, and especially when the sun goes down at 4 p.m. and then it's dark so early, it was just really challenging for me. And also this minus 15 degrees didn't help.
You don't really need it.
So I'm actually really looking forward to being in a place where the temperature's a bit more mild and we can get more sunny days so that we feel like being out and doing things outdoors because we really loved activities outdoors and enjoying nice blue skies. So definitely very keen to get into that. We feel very lucky to have had the time to explore Europe and be in so many different places, but also I must say that traveling so much and being exposed to different cultures and different languages made us realize that if you really want to immerse yourself in a new country, you most likely are gonna have to learn the local language. At home, we already speak 3 languages, so we have German, Spanish and English, although we do communicate mostly in English. But I have to say that this, for us, is already quite a handful and we would have to be pretty excited to learn a 4th language, and also probably this is going to be a bit confusing for us because already when we have to communicate in all of these 3, it gets messy. So this really made us realize that it would be just much easier for us to live in a place where we can always communicate in English in this case, which is the language that we, as I said, use more often, and there's no barrier in terms of communications with people, and just in your day-to-day life, it's just easy and simple to communicate with everybody.
To be honest, traveling in a van gives you great opportunities. You have the chance to see countries. You're not like a full-on tourist, you know, you have your own home with you. you are more independent, you can park pretty much anywhere. We were lucky to see and experience all the things more like locals, and we had the chance to meet a lot of locals and speak to a lot of people that we met on the road, but they're very great conversations. Most of the times we actually did with people that are internationals, like for example Americans, Australians, South Americans, and we were like, maybe instead of chasing those internationals in Europe, we should actually go to the source and try to, connect with people there, because we just had amazing interactions and we really miss that.
And we totally get it. Living in a big city, everybody's rushing, everybody's going places, and we are all busy all the time, and it's not so easy to just stop and talk to people around you because we are all on a mission. But actually we really appreciated when we were maybe in Sweden, when we were in more rural areas, that people actually smiled and said hi and good morning, and we really enjoyed that. It's just a human interaction that we're sometimes missing living in big cities, and so we're really looking forward to being in a place that is a bit more calm and where people are a bit more relaxed and willing to talk to you and spend some time just having a chat. If you've been here for a while, you also know how important it is for us to have a healthy nutrition and live a healthy lifestyle, and this is something that was actually not always easy living on the road. In the past 2 years, we sometimes found it challenging to find plant-based food and healthy food and fresh produce that we really love to buy whenever we can. For example, when we were in Norway, it was almost impossible to find plant-based food in normal supermarkets, and we always had to drive and try to find healthy places that were always also very expensive. So for us, one of the best things that we can do and one of the best ways to spend our money is on farmers markets, or just buying local produce and vegetables. And we realized how important it is for us to live in a place where this is available and easy to find. In Fuerteventura, the best memory we probably have was going to this farmers market on Tuesdays and Fridays and just getting all of these amazing fruits and vegetables to cook at home, which is one of our favorite things as well to do. And we also realized how much we enjoy doing things outdoors, activities outdoors, going for runs, swimming, surfing, and we really would love to live in a place where this is normal and people enjoy doing this even together, and we can get out there on a daily basis and enjoy nature and all of the different spots that you can practice outdoors, or even if it's just a walk on the beach. This was also amazing in Fuerteventura. So we're really looking forward to being a place where wellness and healthy living and healthy lifestyle is a norm and easy to do whatever you want.
And talking about nutrition and health, as you might know, we released a cookbook this year actually. Vegan recipes that you can easily prepare on the road but also at home. We spend a lot of time in the kitchen and we want to share that with you and bring delicious and healthy food on your table. So if you're interested, go to the description box below and check it out.
And if you want a sneak peek, we actually also filmed a video prepping some of the recipes that we share with you in the book. So if you want to check that out to see if you're into it, go check this video over here.
So is that it? Are we moving to Australia for good? What's gonna happen? Honestly, we don't know. The thing is, we've been traveling in the van, we've seen a lot of different places and we really like them, but we didn't fall in love with the place. We are in search of the place where we grow roots, where we are like, this is it.
This is home.
This is home, but somehow we didn't really find it yet. So we have this inner urge to say, okay, we keep looking, we are trying to see new things, to see which place is the place that, really grabs us. And you really don't know because perception changes with time. We changed a lot during this 2 years, and I'm sure looking ahead the next 2 years, which we are planning to be in Australia, our perception will change again. And who knows, maybe after 2 years we come back to Europe and we say this is the place to be. But in order to make such decisions and to gain such perspective, you have to move forward, you have to see new things and do it, because otherwise you look back and you regret that you haven't. So that's why we decided to actually do it right now.
You never know if you never try. And why Australia, you might be asking yourself? Well, Australia has a lot of the things that we are looking for all in one place, all concentrated in one big island. And one big plus for us is that I already lived in Australia for 2 years and I made amazing friendships and connections. And to be fair, I actually didn't explore as much as I would have liked to do while I was in there, and although we did take a holiday back in 2018 together, we only got to see a tiny little corner of the country, so there's so much for us to see and to explore there, and we are super excited to be taking you with us and exploring this amazing place together.
For me personally, it's going to be a very big adventure because I have never lived abroad, kind of maybe with a van for the past 2 years, but it was not on a fixed location. So I'm really looking forward how things can be different in a different country with different people. So I'm very excited to see how life is treating us over there. So if you have stuck around to now in this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, because we know a lot of you are watching our videos and not even subscribe to us. It would really support us, so please hit the subscribe button right now. And thank you for watching. We see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.